how to wash down under. And he just like stuck his tongue in my mouth. Hi Vanders, and welcome back to a brand new Girl Talk episode. It is a very hot summer evening, but it is raining outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it, like the little ticking on my window. To me, that's always really comforting. So I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to just cozy up, talk about life with you guys, and cuddle with my stuffed animals. I have my big RJ right here, my small one right here. Say hi. Hi guys. Oh my god, I'm such a loser. And of course my unicorn stuffed animal, his name is Uni. And yeah, I asked you guys to send me questions on Instagram, and we're going to get started with the very first one. How do I tell my parents I want to be on birth control? Well, let me take a sip of water first, because honestly it's hella hot, you guys. So if you see me sweating throughout this video, please don't mind. How do I tell my parents I want to be on birth control? Well, like with everything in life, I think it's best to just be as open, honest, and transparent as you can be, even if it's a little bit of an awkward conversation to have, especially with your parents. You know, talking about sex with your parents is never really fun, but I feel like your parents will definitely appreciate it if you're open and honest to them about it. And I think that with these kind of subjects, it's really important to ask their advice and to, you know, make it a normal conversation, because birth control is normal. Not only to use as an anti-conception, but also for things like regulating your period, or, you know, I know that some people even use it to clear out their skin. I am very fortunate because I grew up just with my mom. Like, my dad wasn't really present in my life growing up, or now. So I have a very close relationship with my mom, and I feel like I can talk about almost anything with her, or actually about anything. She's very non-judgmental, and even subjects that are, you know, a little bit more risky or something, I can always ask her advice. So I know that I have, you know, a privileged position in that way. But I do think that even if you're not as close or as open with your parents, I think it is important to be at least honest with them about your reasoning why you want to get on birth control. And if you're a little bit, you know, scared to talk about it, maybe sit them down and talk about, you know, your period first and how you feel about it, and then maybe bring your relationship up as a topic, or maybe, you know, that you're dating somebody. Just like slowly introduce it, so that it might not come off as such a shock for your parents, and then I'm sure that they will be totally on board, and yeah, supporting you, because sometimes we think that our parents are gonna be really weirded out or strict about something, but, you know, they got you, like they've had sex as well. They know how those things work. Sometimes we think that our parents are like so not in tune with what we feel, but they were once our age, so I'm sure that they will understand. Next question, what motivates you most? Well, this is such a fun question, and when I first read this, because I already scrolled through the questions before starting this video, I really had to think about it. But I think that this has a lot to do with how I felt 2 years ago. So in 2020, I was in a really bad place in my life. I feel like we all were so confused and so lost, and I definitely felt very down. Maybe it was like my worst mental state that I've ever been in my entire life, because not only did, you know, the whole lockdown happen, the whole pandemic, but also I lost a few people, had to deal with deaths in my family, and I also broke up with my boyfriend at the time. That was also a question, by the way. Do you have a boyfriend? Well, no, not anymore. So it was definitely a really hard time for me, and I came out so much stronger, and I feel like right now, although it may sound like a total cliche, I'm more myself than I ever was, and I realize how important it is not only to make other people happy in your life, but be happy yourself. And when I mean happy, I mean truly satisfied, truly excited for life, excited about the things that you do, the things that you put out there in the world. And what has really helped me to stay motivated and to stay happy is being grateful. I start my mornings usually by writing down the things that I'm grateful for in life, and those can be very small things, from like hearing the birds chirping, or, you know, my dog Pommy, or, you know, often I write down that I'm grateful for my friends or for my mom. And on hot days for the sun, you know, it can be anything. And if you start your day on such a positive note, I feel like it's much easier to be motivated and to keep going and to do your work and to study, you know. It really gets you going if you realize why you're doing this, why you're living life, what makes you happy. So yeah, that is what motivates me. And when it comes to working out specifically, because some people also asked this about working out, sometimes I really dread working out, and I feel like, you know, I don't want to do it, especially on very hot days like today. I'm already sweating. Like, do I want to get even more sweaty? But then I just put on like my favorite song, or like a real like hype song. Sometimes I even put on Too Cool by, you know, Camp Rock, or like a ridiculous song like that, High School Musical or whatever. Just something that gets me excited, that makes me happy, that makes me laugh, that makes me smile. And I just start dancing around in my room, and then I'm already moving, and then I get really excited to actually get on the mat and do my exercises. So that usually motivates me when it comes to working out. How to wash down under. Yeah, this is a very important question, because I feel like a lot of people don't do this the right way. And, you know, usually I would say there's no like wrong or right, but with this, I'm very confident that there is a right and a wrong way. My mom is a nurse, so, you know, she knows a lot about this kind of stuff, and she always told me not to wash with soap, not to wash with those like special wipes that they advertise. That's all bullshit. Just wash with water, and, you know, pee after you've done the dirty, after you had sex. That's really important. And that's it. Like, your vajayjay is, I don't want to say the word because this might get like taken down or something, so I will use kitty or whatever. You know, your down under is a self-cleaning mechanism. Like, you will have discharge. That's the way of your vajayjay cleaning itself. So, you know, you don't have to go all out and go in with soaps and anything like that. That's not gonna help. Even more so, that's gonna make it worse. If you ever feel like, you know, you have a weird smell down there, or if there's something wrong with your discharge, like maybe the consistency is off in your opinion, or, you know, the color is different than you're used to, maybe contact your GP or your gynecologist if you have one, because it's really important to keep checking that out, because you might have, you know, an infection. But if your discharge is just normal, if the smell is just normal, if everything works fine, then, you know, water will do, and that's it. So then on that same topic, how should your cat emoji look? Have you ever been insecure about yours? I'm so insecure about mine. Well, actually, growing up, I was never insecure about it, because I had nothing to compare it to. Like, I didn't actively look up images online or something. I just, you know, lived my life and only really saw mine and maybe my mom's or something, but I never really like thought about it until I heard that a lot of people are insecure about this. And it actually surprises me, because, you know, I can't think of a situation where somebody would judge you for the way you look down under. Like, if you love a guy or a girl, like whatever situation you're in, but I'm heterosexual, so let's just say I like a guy and I decide to, you know, go to bed with him, and if he judges me for how it looks down under, then it is an immediate red flag. Like, I don't even want him anymore. That's on him and not on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the look of your vajayjay shouldn't matter at all. Like, we are all different. All the kitties, like actual cats, look different, and there's nothing wrong with yours. So please don't do like plastic surgery. I was scrolling on TikTok the other day and I saw this whole video series about a girl who actually did an operation there because she was insecure because a guy once told her that he didn't like the look of it. Like, shame on him. What a rude dick. Yes, that's the only word appropriate for those kind of dudes. But she said that it completely went wrong, and you know, she was in so much pain. She couldn't walk, couldn't sit, and yeah, the operation went wrong. So, you know, this is just as a warning. There are many risks to operation like that. If it's not like medically necessary, don't do it for the appearance. Don't do it to please anybody. If somebody is going to share the bed with you, they should be grateful that, you know, you allow them to touch your body. Don't get it twisted. So yeah, just be confident, be you, and I'm sure that if you find the one, that they are gonna be, you know, very excited about how you look and not really care if it's, you know, different than what you see on porn sites or whatever. Yeah, I don't think the looks matter. So I hope that that comforted you a little bit. I want nobody that watched this video to get out of this video and think that they still have to be insecure about it. Don't be insecure. You're worth way more than that. Okay, next one, how to know if you're a good kisser. Oh my god, this is such a funny story. So I remember that I was like 13 years old or something. I had my first kiss at the age of 12, and I think it went fine. Like, I enjoyed it, and like the other person, I don't know, he kissed me afterwards as well, so I don't think it was that bad. But then when I was 13, I met a boy, and he just like stuck his tongue in my mouth, and like, I don't know, it was so like aggressive or something, and I just like froze. I didn't do anything, and he was like, I bet that was your first kiss because you're a terrible kisser, you don't even do anything. And I'm like, yeah, because you're like suffocating me with your tongue, like what the fuck are you doing? So yeah, I like was really upset in that moment because I was like, oh my god, am I a bad kisser now? But like, is it his fault? Is it my fault? I don't know, I was a little bit insecure after that. But like, honestly guys, if the vibe is right with the person, if the connection is there, I feel like you can't be a bad kisser, because kissing is like a duo effort. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it takes two to tango. You're not doing it by yourself. So I feel like, you know, if you have this connection with this person, then it just goes automatically. Like, just don't think about it too much, go with the flow, and it will be all right. That's like with everything, don't overthink it. You will be fine. And if you haven't had your first kiss yet, then don't stress about it. It doesn't need to be perfect, just keep practicing. What are you looking for in a partner? I'm definitely looking for loyalty and respect the most. Like, somebody can be very conventionally attractive, like he could be like Jay Park, who is, you know, appearance wise definitely my ultimate crush, you know. But if he is disrespectful or rude or just overall an arrogant and dishonest human being, I don't want him. I've definitely learned that, you know, it is important to be attracted to somebody physically, but it's not the most important. Like, if somebody has a really sweet personality, like if somebody is a genuine good person, then that's worth way more. And I know this sounds like so obvious, but I feel like for a lot of people it isn't. In this time of Tinder, I feel like I'm so old when I'm saying this, like in this day and age of Tinder and all those apps. No, but seriously guys, in this time where people judge you in like 1 second and then decide to swipe left or right, I don't even know, I've never used Tinder, but they decide to swipe in such a split second just because of the way you look. I don't want to live in a society like that. That's why I don't do dating apps. If you do that, I don't judge you, but I think it's not for me. I don't want somebody to love me because I look a certain way. I want somebody to look beyond that. So yeah, definitely respectful, sweet, loyal, preferably also romantic and affectionate. I'm a really affectionate person, so I love to like kiss and hug, also in public. And besides that, I want somebody who's really passionate. It doesn't matter what kind of occupation or hobby he has, but just somebody who knows what they're doing and completely gives their heart to it. Like if they're a painter or like a singer or I don't know, a YouTuber or I don't know, something, or like even non-creative occupations, like imagine he's like a doctor or something. I just want him to be very passionate about the things that he does, because I'm a very passionate person. So like I wouldn't be compatible with somebody who doesn't give everything to their job or their hobbies. That's just not for me. I want somebody who's really motivated. Yeah, I think that is like my ideal partner. And then now let's move on to the final question. How do I know if I'm really bi or just curious? Well, when it comes to sexuality, I think you just have to try it out to figure it out. Like, you can't just be sure just by looking at, you know, pictures or looking at people on social media. I think you have to be dating or be in a relationship in order to truly know. But even then, I don't think you will ever truly know. Like maybe some people, but let's just talk about me personally. I think that I'm heterosexual because I've only been in one relationship with one guy. And if I look at people, then I only really find guys truly attractive, like sexually speaking. But never say never. Like, what if one day I fall completely head over heels in love with a girl just because she has a 100 out of 100 personality? What if she is like the one, but it is a girl? Like, would that matter for me? I don't know. So when it comes to sexuality, I just feel like you have to find the right person. And then does it really matter if you're bi or if you're straight or if you're gay? For me, it doesn't. I don't like labels anyways. Like for me, it's just all about finding the right person. And whether it is a guy or a girl, I feel like you shouldn't really stress about that too much. But if you really want to know for yourself because you're more comfortable that way, then just try it out. Like, start asking girls or guys, I don't know what your gender is or what your preferred gender is to date, but just start asking people of the same sex and of the other sex to go out on a date, to go to a movie, to have a drink together. Maybe if you're really feeling it, try kissing somebody, and then you might know if you're actually attracted to them or if it's more like, I don't know, a friendship or just like a superficial attraction, but not like a real attraction. I think that's just the best way. Just try it out to figure it out. And that was it, guys. You guys sent a bunch of other questions, but I will answer those in a next Q&A. Thank you so much for watching this video, for all the love on my other videos, for your sweet comments, and for everything that you give me. I love you guys so much. My heart is a little lopsided, but that doesn't matter. My love isn't. I want to wish you all a great rest of your day or night or morning whenever you're watching this. Goodbye.